Welcome from Eastern Star Cricket Ground here in this final of 58 Challengers Corporate Cup, which is being played between Jubilee Life Insurance. Starts off with a fuller delivery down the leg side. That's going to go all the way for four. Signalized runs by the on-field umpire. The left arm seamer just straying onto the bat. It wasn't collected by that fielder at short fine leg, and the first ball of the final has been put away for a four. Remember, Jubilee Life Insurance are up against Soorty Denimkind here in this final of 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. Jubilee Insurance earlier winning the toss. They decided to bat first. Ibad, Anis and Hafiz have come out to open the batting. Ibad, as we all know, has been the leading run scorer in this tournament. With that boundary, he reached 300 runs in this edition of 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. Fuller this time hitting it straight back to the bowler. Couldn't hit for a run. Both these sides in action today here in the final got off to a comfortable win in their semi-final. Jubilee Insurance obviously winning against Soorty Bank, where they chased down a target of 103, won that game by 9 wickets, and Soorty Denimkind defended 181 comfortably against Folio 3. Put away on the onside. Has he found the gap? The ball goes straight to that fielder at mid-on. Another single taken by Abad. Hafiz is going to be on strike now. 5 runs have already been scored in this very first over of the final. Looks like a pretty good batting track here today at Eastern Star Cricket Ground at North Nazabad. Remember, it's the first batting power play of the first 6 overs, so just 2 fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle. The left arm seamer is again coming over the wicket, hitting away on the offside. Hafiz couldn't find the gap. Another dot ball this. It's Qabil Khan who has taken the new ball from the opposite end, coming around the wicket first up to both these right-handed openers. The first ball went for a boundary down the leg side. Since then, it has been a good comeback by the left arm seamer. Full toss hitting it straight to the fielder, and mid-off fumbles up a bit. And that might go all the way for 4 as well. Yes, it does. He might have hurt his fingers down there at the fielder at mid-off. It was a low full toss. It was still had to be put away. The fielder down there at mid-off just got there, but the still ball went between his legs and in the end touched the boundary rope. So both the openers have now got a boundary each. Soorty Denimkind obviously were the table toppers. They won 7 games out of the 8 that they played in this edition of 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. Even the last time when these two sides met each other during the league stages, Soorty Bank comfortably won that game against Jubilee Life Insurance. So Jubilee Life Insurance, I think, did the right thing by winning the toss and batting first, so that they will be looking to put up a decent total on the board and apply that pressure on the side batting second. Remember, chasing can turn out to be tricky, especially when you are chasing down a target in the final. It was slightly wide outside your stump. It has not been given as a wide. So after the first over, Jubilee Insurance are 9 without a wicket. Going to be Naveed Ahmed to bowl the second over of the innings from the pavilion end. Starts off with a good delivery, nicely defended by Ibad Anis. We saw 9 runs coming in that opening over from Qabil Khan, where 2 boundaries were struck by both the openers. Ibad Anis also, as we all know, is the highest run scorer in this tournament with 301 runs so far to his name. He'll be looking on to continue with this form in this final as well. Slightly short, put away nicely on the outside. He has found the gap. Still just a single taken by the batters. It was slightly shorter outside the off stump, and he just got the room he was waiting for. He put it away nicely on the offside towards back for a point fielder. Still got just 1 run to it. Slightly shorter, carved away on the offside. Again, there is fielder out there at deep back for a point. Just a single taken. Naveed Ahmed is pretty unlucky that these two deliveries were not put away for boundaries. Otherwise, he bowled it wider outside the off stump. Luckily for him, there was a fielder down there at deep back for a point. Fuller knocked him over. Beautiful delivery this from Naveed. It's Ibad Anis, the leading run scorer in this tournament so far, who will have to go back to the pavilion. It was a perfect king swinger. He was looking to play the big shot down the ground without moving his feet much, and in the end, he lost his middle stump. So what a start this is for Soorty, Denimkind. Remember, they lost the toss. They were asked to bowl first, and now they have picked up an important wicket of Ibad. He's walking back to the pavilion after scoring just 6 runs tonight, and with his dismissal, Jubilee Life Insurance are now 11 for 1. Brook is the new batsman. He got away with it. The bowler again, that was shorter outside the off stump. He just needed to get a bit of bat onto it, and if he could have found the gap, that would have run away for 4 as well. But the ball just bouncing over the bat. Naveed Ahmed has now taken a fielder at the first slip position to the right hander. Too wide again. This time is going to be given as a wide by the on field umpire. So an extra run is going to be added to the total without a ball being bowled. Apart from that, it has been a decent over from Naveed. He got that big wicket of Ibad Anis, who went after scoring just 6 runs today. Nicely tucked away on the onside. He's going to get a single to get off the mark with Farooq. Two overs have now been done. Jubilee Insurance are 13 for 1. Continue with his second over. Remember, he gave away 9 runs in that opening over of his, where both the openers got a boundary each. Now he's going to be bowling to the new right-hander, Asim Farooq, coming around the wicket again. Big appeal just from the bowler and the wicket keeper. They are already celebrating, but we are not discussing any decision from the on-field umpire. He thought he might got an inside edge, but I think the ball just hit the pitch after hitting the bat, and that is the reason why the umpire didn't raise his finger. Nevertheless, it was a good delivery. This from Qabil Khan coming around the wicket, creating a difficult angle for the right hander, bringing the ball back in the air. Nicely clipped away on the onside by Asim Farooq. There is no fielder at square leg. The fielder at short fine leg had to cover that one off. Another single taken by the right hander. Remember, Jubilee Life Insurance, when they met Soorty Denimkind during the league stages in this 50-year Challengers Corporate Cup, they were beaten really badly. In fact, they didn't get up to a good start in this tournament, Jubilee Life Insurance. They lost their first 3 games. Still, however, they managed to qualify for the finals. Slightly slower, carved away on the offside. Straight to that fielder at third man. Another single taken by Mohammad Hafiz this time. They got a convincing victory in the semi-final against Tuneri Bank, where they restricted the opposition on just 102 runs and won that game comfortably by 9 wickets. And they are up against the table topper, Soorty Denimkind. Slightly short of playing it in the air, final of that fielder at third man. And that might touch the boundary ropes as well. Although the fielder at third man got there, but a fumble has allowed the ball to touch the boundary ropes. It was not a convincing shot by any stretch of imagination, although it went final of that fielder at third man who got there but just couldn't stop the ball. First boundary to Asim Farooq. That will surely calm his nerves down a bit. Qabil Khan, on the other hand, is still coming around the wicket to the right hander. Paddling it sweep. Final of short fine leg. That's going to run away for 4. Much more convincing this time from Asim. He had already made up his mind that he's going to be paddling it away. Final of that fielder at short fine leg, and he just got that little tickle, which allowed the ball to run past the boundary ropes again. So 2 boundaries and 2 balls to Asim. Qabil Khan will surely have some thinking to do. He has been really expensive in his first 2 overs. He had already given away 19 runs. 1 ball still remaining in his second over. We might see some changes in the field. Well fielded of his own bowling. So a dot ball to end the over with, which means after 3, Jubilee Life Insurance are now 23 for 1. Mohammad Hafiz is on strike. We saw Asim Farouk getting 2 boundaries in that previous over of Qabil Khan. Working it away straight. Is that going to be stopped? Brilliant effort from that fielder and mid-on. He saved a certain boundary there by diving away towards his left. It was nicely struck by Hafiz. A little more left to that fielder at mid-on, and that ball would have gone down to the boundary, straight back past the bowler. Nevertheless, just a single to Hafiz, which means Asim Farouk is on strike again. Guiding it away towards third man. Another single taken. Smart batting this so far from Asim. Both these new ball bowlers are bowling really quick so far. Qabil Khan has been a touch expensive. He gave away 19 runs in his first 2 overs, whereas Naveed has been a little economical. He got that big wicket of Ibad Anis as well in that very first over of his. Jubilee Life Insurance will be looking to build a big partnership. Clipped away on the onside. There is no fielder down there deep on the onside. That's going to run away for 4. No, it has been stopped, in fact, by the fielder at deep mid wicket. 2 runs taken by Hafiz on that occasion. Slightly shorter. Just couldn't find the gap on that occasion. Another dot ball this from Naveed. Again, this is turning out to be an excellent over from Naveed. Just 4 runs of it so far. 1 ball still remaining though. Jubilee Life Insurance, on the other hand, still have 2 overs remaining of the batting power plays. They will be looking to get as many boundaries as best possible in the field restrictions. Slightly shorter. He has found the gap. That might touch the boundary ropes, and yes, it does. Not a good way to end the over with by Naveed Ahmed. It was slightly shorter. He gave the room the batter was waiting for, and Asim Farouk again hitting it on the offside. In fact, it was Hafiz this time who carved it away past that fielder at back foot of point and got a boundary to his name. So 4 overs have now been done, and Jubilee Life Insurance are now 31 for 1. First change in the bowling attack, the left-arm orthodox Imran has now been given the ball to bowl the 5th over of the innings. The mid-on was dropped back to long on, and Asim Farouk collects another couple to his name. Five fielders are standing inside the inner ring on the offside, including that fielder at short third man. There is no fielder inside the inner ring on the leg side, though. It's going to be really hard for these right-handed batters to get a boundary on the offside, especially with the barrage of fielders who are standing inside the inner ring on the offside. They've got a fielder at third man, a fielder at deep gully, a backward of point, cover, extra cover. Hit away, he has found a gap, and that will definitely touch the boundary ropes. Wonderful batting this so far from Asim Farouk. Imran just bowling it slightly shorter outside the off stump. Although there was four fielders inside the ring on the offside, he still managed to bisect the gap between them and got his third boundary of the innings. So although they lost a wicket early today, Jubilee Life Insurance, but this partnership is surely bringing them back into the final of this 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. Shot again, this time hitting it on the leg side. There is protection out there in the deep. They will jog along for that single, these two batters. It's Mohammad Hafiz now on strike. So far, he has scored 13 runs of 10 deliveries. Much more bounce on that occasion. Even he was looking to hit that big shot on the outside. The ball just bouncing a little more, and it wasn't even collected by the wicket keeper. Nicely struck, but straight to that fielder at short extra cover. So two dot balls to end the over with from Imran Javed. And 5 overs have now been done. Jubilee Life Insurance are 38 for 1. It's going to be another bowling change. The Rafiullah has now been given a ball to bowl the final over of the batting power play with Asim Farooq on strike. Another left arm seamer. Asim just angling it down towards third man for another single. The two fielders that Rafi has taken outside a 30-yard circle are at third man and deep square leg. Fine leg is inside, mid on and mid off. Both the fielders are standing inside the inner ring. There is no fielder deep there on the offside. This has been a good start by Jubilee Life Insurance, considering the fact that they lost the wicket of Ibad Anis in the very second over of the innings. Slightly short of getting an underage. Well fielded. Another single taken, nevertheless, by Mohammad Hafiz. It was a rising delivery by Rafiullah. The ball was obviously bouncing a little more than Hafiz was expecting. It was lucky for Hafiz that the ball didn't chop onto his stumps. Asim Farooq clearly has been the aggressor in this partnership, striking at over 145 runs per 100 balls. Big appeal just from the bowler, but the ball might have been angling down the leg side. It's going to be really interesting to see. Yes, leg by signal by the on-field umpire. It was another pacey delivery. This from Rafiullah. Asim Farooq was just looking to nudge it down the leg side. He was clearly laid onto that stroke. The ball just hit his pads, and in the end, it was given as leg buys. So 3 balls are now remaining in this batting power play. Can they get a boundary? Fuller driven on the outside. He has found the gap. Mohammad Hafiz, and that will touch the boundary ropes as well. Nicely driven this time by Mohammad Hafiz. Rafiullah just bowling it Fuller outside the off stump, moving his feet and finding the gap between the cover and point fielder. It's his third of the innings, Hafiz. Still no changes in the field by Soorty, Denimkind. A fielder at deep square leg and a fielder at third man. Again, the ball just hitting the legs, but obviously he's coming over the wicket, the left arm seamer, so the ball is definitely pitching outside the leg stump. It might have hit his thighs. Hafiz looks in some pain. Good comeback. This from Rafiullah. The length was much better. The line was much better on that occasion by the left arm seamer. So just one ball now remaining of this batting power play. Hafiz is on strike. Rafiullah has already given away 6 runs in his opening over. Can he bowl a dot one or can he pick up a wicket? Opening the face of the bat, the ball goes straight to that fielder at first slip. Another single taken. Is there any fielder backing up? Yes, there is. Good end to the batting power play for Jubilee Life Insurance because after 6, they are now 46 for 1. So the batting power play has been done. 5 fielders are now standing outside the inner ring. Imran Javed is going to continue with his second over with Hafiz is on strike. Again coming around the wicket. Nicely tucked away on the onside. I don't think they will be looking to go back for that second one. Hafiz is clearly struggling after he was struck in that previous over of Rafiullah on his left leg. You might see him dealing in boundaries from here on. Both square leg and deep mid wicket are standing outside the inner ring. Long on and long off, and there is a fielder at deep cover as well. Working it away on the leg side. This time they are charging away for that single. Don't want to raise that second run on that occasion. Another single added to the total. The score now moves on to 48 for 1 for Jubilee Life Insurance. Remember, we are into the 7th over of the innings. Slightly shorter. A fumble there from that fielder at short. Third man is going to be one more run. Fielding has been a little below par today from Soorty Denimkind. Remember, they are the favorites of winning this 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. They were the table toppers. They got a wicket early as well of about the knees, but after that, it has been all about these two batters out there for Jubilee Life Insurance. Swept away nicely into the gap between square leg and deep mid wicket. It's going to be a single. And with that, 50 now comes up for Jubilee Life Insurance. They are now 50 for 1. Playing it on the offside. Has he found the gap? They're coming back for the second run. Hafiz is charging away towards the striker's end and he gets there. Good cricket all around. Good feeling. Good running between the wickets. 7 overs have now been completed and Jubilee Life Insurance are now 52 for 1. It's going to be Rafiullah again to continue with his second over from the pavilion end. Starts off with a decent delivery outside the off stump. Both these batters are looking to get a boundary at least in every over. A good partnership building between Hafiz and Asim Farooq at this stage. They have added 41 runs for the second wicket after losing that early wicket of Ibad Anis. Mid-on has now been sent back to long on. Good stuff, really good stuff. This from Rafiullah. Good feeling of his own bowling. He was jumping in the air to stop that ball. If that ball hadn't got past him, it would have been an easy single to Asim Farooq. Big shot attempted, just getting a thickish inside edge. He's getting a little frustrated now, Asim Farooq, with the lack of boundaries now he's getting in these few overs. Nevertheless, they need to realize that they have got to a decent start. All they need to do is to continue with their momentum so that they can post a decent total in this final of 50th Challengers Corporate Cup. They are up against a very strong side, Soorty Denimkind. Remember, they have just lost one game so far in this tournament, the men in blue. Hitting it straight back to the bowler. So a good comeback over this is turning out to be by Rafi. He has just conceded one run in this over, the left arm seamer. We saw Qabil Khan bowling the first two overs during the batting power play with the new ball. He came around the wicket, but Rafi has been content coming over the wicket to both these right-handers. Slightly short, a pickup shot on the onside. And that's going to go all the way for four. Not good feeling this time from that fielder, a deep square leg. It was going straight to him. He's just misjudged that, and in the end, the ball went past him and touched the boundary ropes. It was turning out to be a really good over from Rafiullah until that feeling effort from that fielder at deep square leg. Should have been stopped. It should have only been a single instead. It turned out to be a boundary for the Raider. Fuller hitting it away on the offside. There is protection out there in the deep. They are coming back for their second run. The throw was at the bowler's end. It has been signaled as a no ball from the on-field umpire. So 2 runs, a no ball, and the next ball is going to be a free hit. Rafiullah clearly overstepping. They got just 1 run in the first 4 ball of this over. Then they got a boundary, and now a couple of the no ball, which means the next ball is going to be a free hit. So Mohammad Hafiz has got the license to go big. Remember, he cannot get out unless and until it's a run out. Paddling it away, taken by the fielder at short fine leg, but it's not going to count. It's going to be another single. Hafiz knows it. He knew if he got the middle of his bat, it would have run down towards fine leg for another boundary. Instead, it was only a single. Nevertheless, a decent over comes to an end from Jubilee Life Insurance because after 8, they are now 61 for 1. It's going to be Imran Javed again bowling his third over on the trot. Hitting it straight back past the bowler. His finger It's going to go straight to that fielder at long off. Another single taken by Mohammad Hafiz. 50 partnership also came up in that previous over when they got a boundary on the leg side. Both these right-handed batters swept away this time by Asim Farouk. Again, they are running the first one hard, but they will only content with that single. All of a sudden, Mohammad Hafiz has now gone past his partner Asim Farouk. He's now batting on 31 runs, slightly shorter. The ball goes straight to that fielder at deep cover. Another single taken by the big right-hander. Soorty, Denimkind are staying onto the back foot. They are waiting for the things to happen. Instead, they should be looking to pick up wickets at this stage. Who knows, a moment of brilliance in the field, a sharp catch or a sharp run out can bring the men in blue back into this game. But so far, Jubilee Life Insurance are at the top. Both these right-handers are pretty settled out there. Hitting it away over deep extra cover. Another single taken by Asim. Both these right-handed batters are looking to play a longer innings here in this final of 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. It's a big match. It's a final game. Mohammad Hafiz wanted to muscle it away on the leg side. Just couldn't find the middle of his bat. It's going to be another single. 5 runs coming in that over of Imran. 9 overs have now been done. Jubilee Life Insurance are now 66 for 1. It's Qabil Khan who has been introduced into the attack again. Another left arm seamer. Remember, he bowled the first 2 overs from the opposite end where he went for 19 runs. He's still coming around the wicket to the right-handers. Big shot attempted down the ground. But there is a fielder down there at long off. It's only going to be a single to Hafiz. Qabil Khan just doesn't want to come over the wicket, just like the way Rafiullah was doing. He's looking to create that angle into the right-handers by coming around the wicket. A slower one. Just getting a tickish inside edge. The fielder at short fine leg is running after it. He's charging back towards the second run, Asim Farouk, and he's going to get there in the end. What a partnership this is turning out to be between Asim and Hafiz. They have now added 60 runs for the second wicket. Nicely played on the offside. He played it so late there, Asim Farouk, but unluckily there was the fielder down there at deep extra cover. They're middling the ball well so far, both these batters. They're just not being able to find regularly gaps, because of which the boundaries have clearly dried up. 7 boundaries have been scored by this batting pair out there. We saw a boundary being hit by Ibad Anis as well before he was dismissed. Again, the ball goes in similar direction, this time coming from the batter, Mohammad Hafiz. Another single taken by the right-hander. Looks like a very good batting track here today at Eastern Star Cricket Ground. They'll be looking to score at least 170 runs in their allotted 20 overs to put some sort of a challenge for Denimkind in the second innings. Nicely carved away. Playing with soft hands, the ball goes straight to that field at a deep cover. It's going to be another single to Asim Farouk. Asim obviously is going to keep the strike at the start of next over, because after 10, Jubilee Life Insurance are now 74 for 1. Time for the change in the bowling attack. It's the leg spinner. Ghayur has been given into the ball. It was nicely struck on the onside. The umpires might check from the fielder whether the ball touched the boundary ropes or not. He's pretty happy. 2 runs taken on the very first ball of this over by Asim. Again, the ball goes in that similar direction. Not much timing on that occasion from Asim. It's only going to be a single. Majority of the overs have been bowled by the seamers today so far from the Soorty Denimkind. We haven't seen that much of a turn here on this track today. Knocked him over, in fact. It was an absolute straighter one, which Hafiz just missed it. He was bowled round his legs. He was looking to play a clever stroke by moving inside his crease. He was looking to work it away on the onside. He exposed his stumps in the process, and in the end, the middle stump was knocked over. So Ghayur Mahmood has now picked up his first wicket in the very first over of his spell, and that means Jubilee Life Insurance are now 77 for 2, with the latest batter to be dismissed is Mohammad Hafiz, who goes back after scoring 37 runs of just 30 deliveries. So 2 wickets have now gone down for Jubilee Life Insurance. Zohaib Rizwan is the new batter in. Turning out to be a good bowling change here from the captain of them named Soorty because Ghayur Mahmood has already picked up his very first wicket in the very first over of his spell. That's going to be another dot ball. So this is turning out to be an excellent over from the leg spinner. Shorter in length, pulled away on the leg side. He has found the gap. And that ball is going to touch the boundary ropes as well. So very good over has been spoiled with a boundary coming in the final ball of the over. 11 overs have now been done, and Jubilee Life Insurance are now 82 for 2. Qabil Khan is going to bowl out. He's bowling the final low. In fact, Naveed Ahmed has now been given the ball, nicely struck down the ground by Asim Farooq. It's only going to be a single to the right-hander. Naveed bowled really well with that new ball when he went for just 12 runs in his 2 overs and picked up that important wicket of Ibad. He has now been given the ball again, where the opposition is on 83 for 2. They'll be looking to make another comeback by picking up another wicket at this stage. The men in blue. Big appeal just from the bowler. No decision from the on-field umpire. It was another pacey delivery just from Naveed. The ball was angling back into the right-hander. Zohaib Rizwan was clearly late into that stroke. Slower one getting an inside edge. It's running away down towards short fine leg. Is it going to be stopped? It has been stopped. Another couple to the right-hander. Asim Farouk is trying his level best to get those boundaries at this stage of the innings. He's batting on 32 now. He has faced enough deliveries to be scoring big runs here today in the final of 50th Challengers Corporate Cup. Another big hit and a miss. Naveed Ahmed is doing the right thing. He's trying to bowl as full as possible and as straight up, bringing those stumps into play, because if the batter misses, the ball is going to be crashing onto his stumps. Just 4 runs of this over so far from the big right-handed fast bowler. Asim Farouk is on strike. He went for that paddle sweep again and he missed out again. He's struggling now, Asim Farouk. I think the heat is getting much better of him. Playing it straight to that fielder at back of the point. The throw is at the bowler's end, but it's only going to be a single. So a good over comes to an end from Naveed. Just 5 runs off it. And after 12, Jubilee Life Insurance are now 87 for 2. Ghayur Mahmood has now been given the ball again. He's continuing with his second over. Remember, he got that wicket of Hafiz in that opening over of his. They are now making a comeback. Soorty, Denimkind. Another fuller delivery. Big appeal just from the bowler and the wicket keeper, but I don't think there was any part of bat involved. Not only they are bringing the batters into the pressure, but they are also trying to, put that pressure on the on-field umpires. Some bounce and turn there for the leg spinner. It has been given as a wide outside the off stump. Faster one, defending it straight to that field at a short extra cover. He's mixing it up nicely, Ghayur. He's bowling those loopy, slower deliveries, and in between, he's bowling a faster one as well. There you see another fuller top ball, this time driven on the offside. Some work to do by that fielder at long off. He's coming back for the second run. The throw is at the bowler's end. And Asim Farouk survives. It was a brilliant piece of fielding down towards long off fielder. He moved a bit towards his left swiftly, pick up that ball, threw at the bowler's end. Who knows if that would have been a direct hit? Asim Farouk might have been struggling. Zuhaib Rizwan, on the other hand, needs to up the ante. He's the new batter in. Too wide. That's too wide outside the off stump. He's the new batter in. He's relatively fresher out there at the crease, so he can use his feet, look to improvise, look to go for those big strokes, find the gap, get a boundary or two every over. Some bounce for the leg spinner. Although it was very close to the guidelines outside your stump, but still it wasn't given as a wide by the on-field umpire. This time it's going to be given as a wide. He's continuously bowling outside your stump, Ghayur Mahmood. He's asking the batter as if to come down the track and hit me straight down if you can. So far, the batters have been comfortable hitting it on the back foot. It's going to be another dot ball in that similar spot. So after 13, Jubilee Life Insurance are now 93 in fact for 2. It's going to be another bowling change from the pavilion, and Rafiullah has been given the ball again. Starts off with a good Yorker outside your stump. There was nothing much Asim Farooq could do about that. Playing it straight to short extra cover, getting another single. This has been the story of Asim Farooq's innings in the last few overs. He has been struggling to get boundaries. At one stage, he was striking well. Now his strike rate is just over 106. Knocked him over with a perfect Yorker. And there you go, that famous celebration of Ehsanullah. Zohaib Rizwan, a tall right-handed batter, has been castled with a perfect Yorker from Rafiullah. It was full, it was straight, it was cannoning onto the base of off stump, and there was nothing much Zohaib Rizwan could do about that. So all of a sudden, Jubilee Life Insurance are now 94 for 3. So 3 wickets now down for Jubilee Life Insurance. Raghib is the new batter, and Rafiullah continuing. They were going along nicely when Asim Farooq and Mohammad Hafiz were batting out there in the middle for Jubilee Life Insurance. But now they have lost 2 wickets in quick succession. And all of a sudden, they are now onto the back foot with the bowling side looking to make a comeback in the final. Fuller, this time it was angling down the leg side. It's going to be given as a wide by the on-field umpire. Rafiullah is clearly charged up, especially after getting that wicket of Zohaib with that perfect of a Yorker. He's now trying to bowl as fast as possible, as fuller as possible. He'll be looking to bowl another Yorker to bring the leg before or bowled into play. Playing with the straighter bat. Chance of another at the bowler's end, and guess what? A direct hit would have sent Raghib on his way back. The fielder knows it how close it was. He had just 1.5 half stump to aim at. He did the right thing by trying to throw as directly as possible, but just couldn't hit the stumps. And in the end, the single was taken by Raghib to get off the mark with. Clipped away on the onside. They are running the first one hard. Will they come back for the second one? They are. The throw is at the wicket keeper's end, but Asim Farooq clearly gets back in time. It's going to be really important for Asim Farooq to stay out there till the end for Jubilee Life Insurance. He has faced 36 deliveries already. It's important for him to see the remaining few balls in this innings as well. He needs to get a big score here today for his side in the final, because it's not going to be easy for the new batter to come in at this stage and go for the boundary straight away. Another knock for him over. That's a beautiful delivery. Another Yorker, and another sad batter has been dismissed. What an over this is turning out to be from Rafiullah. He has got 2 wickets now in the over. First he got rid of Zohaib Rizwan, and now has got rid of Asim Farooq with another perfect Yorker. The middle stump was disturbed, and the said batter has now been asked to leave the ground. It's Asim Farooq who has been dismissed after scoring 39 runs. Just when we were mentioning that he needs to stay out there till the end, he has been removed. And Jubilee Life Insurance are now 98 for 4. यारी बिलाल भाई का बंदा भी तो आता है ऐसा वो भी नहीं आया ऐसा कब गयूरी है ना गयूर. It's going to be Ghayoor Mahmood to bowl his third over on the trot. Another fuller delivery, hitting it straight down towards that fielder at long off. Soorty Denimkind have now made a comeback into this game, especially after getting those 2 wickets in that previous over of Rafiullah. Farhan Khan is now the new batter in. And he almost lost his wicket as well. We mentioned it earlier, it's not going to be easy for the new batters to straight away come in and get those boundaries. That is the reason why it was important for Asim Farooq to stay out there till the end. Because the spinners are struggling, the batters, the pacers are bowling those perfect Yorkers. Run rate all of a sudden has now gone below 7 runs an over for the batting side. Full toss, hitting it away on the offside. Some work to do by that fielder at long off. And he does well in the end. Another couple added to the total with that. 100 now comes up for Jubilee Life Insurance. They are 101 for 4. We are into the 15th over of the innings. Much fuller, driven straight down the ground towards long gone. Singles are not going to hurt the bowling side at this stage because they know they are in the driving seat. Ghayoor is just setting his field now. The fielder at short third man has been asked to move much more finer. Bowls a faster one. I think Raghib got some part of bat onto it. Otherwise, that would have been given as leg before by the on-field umpire. Nevertheless, it's a dot ball to end the over with. And after 50, Jubilee Life Insurance are now 102 for 4. Another bowling change. Naveed Ahmed has now been introduced into the attack from the pavilion end. Big appeal just from the bowler, but I don't think the umpire is going to raise his finger. The ball might have been angling down the leg side. It has been given as leg by the on-field umpire. He has bowled really well, Naveed Ahmed, today. He bowled really well with the new ball. Gave away just 12 runs in his opening 2 overs during the batting power play. Came back well, gave away just 4 runs in his third over, and now he's coming in to bowl the final over of his game. Soorty, Denimkind are showing exactly why they were the table toppers in this edition of 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. Things were going away from them when Hafiz and Asim Farooq were batting, but all of a sudden, by picking up 3 quick wickets, they are now right back in this. Looks like they might be able to restrict the opposition on a low score here today. Usually, we don't see fast bowlers bowling that well on these surfaces here in Karachi, but I think the way Rafiullah and Naveed Ahmed have bowled so far, the credit should be given to these two fast bowlers. They are running in into this scorching heat, trying their level best, knocking the timbers over, getting important wickets for their side, and that is the reason why Soorty and Denimkind have been on top. It has been hit down the ground, but again, there is failure down there at long off. It's only going to be a single. Boundaries have now become a rarity for Jubilee Life Insurance. They are just dealing in singles and twos. Fuller, well feeded of his own bowling by Naveed. It's going to be another dot ball to end the over with, which means after 16, Jubilee Life Insurance are 106 for 4. They just have 4 overs remaining to do some damage with the bat in the first innings of this final. It's a free hit and it has been fielded by the bowler himself, Rafiullah, who is bowling this final over of his spell. In fact, he is now done with the spell of 4 overs. He gave away just 29 runs and he picked up 2 wickets. So 18 overs have now been done. Jubilee Life Insurance are struggling a bit. They are 119 for 6 with just 2 overs remaining in their innings. It's Qayyum Mahmood who is now bowling the 19th over of the innings. He has given away just 18 runs in the previous 3 overs. He got that wicket of Hafiz as well. Farhan Khan is on strike. Is he going to be stumped? He has been stumped. Another wicket has gone down for Jubilee Life Insurance. It's his second of the game for Qayyum Mahmood. Dude, Soorty, Denimkind are all over Jubilee Life Insurance, especially in the second half of the innings. They are now 7 wickets down with just 119 runs on the board. Usman Kaisar is the new batter in, another left-hander for Jubilee Life Insurance. Score now moves on to 120 for 7. They were going along so nicely toward the first half of their innings when Hafiz and Asim Farooq were batting, but after their departure, it has all gone downhill for Jubilee Life Insurance. Can they get few boundaries in the final 9 legitimate balls of their innings? Reverse sweep attempted. He has connected that well. That has gone all the way for 6. What a shot this from Mohammad Mohsin. He had already made up his mind that he's going to go for that reverse sweep. In the end, he found the perfect spot of his bat. And the ball clearly went over the boundary ropes for the maximum. If I'm not wrong, that's the first 6 of the innings for Jubilee Life Insurance. And it has come in the 19th over of their innings. He has gone straight this time. The fielder is charging away towards that ball at long off. attempted. Has there been a case of stumping? Nineteen overs comes to an end. Ghayur Mahmood is also done with his spell. He picked up 2 wickets, went for just 27 runs in his quota of 4 overs today here in the final. And after 19, Jubilee Life Insurance are now 128 for 7. It's going to be Qabil Khan to bowl the final over of the innings. Remember, he bowled the first over, and now he has been given the responsibility to bowl the 20th over with Usman Kaisar on strike. Starts off with a good Yorker. There was a slight collision there between the non-striker and the bowler, which allowed Usman Kaisar to pick up that single. Most importantly, Mohammad Mohsin was on strike. He got that big six in the final over. In the previous over of Ghayur, he'll be looking to get few bounties in this final over. It's not a good target so far from Jubilee Life Insurance. It was a very good batting track. They were going along nicely for the first 10 overs, but after that, it has been a very good comeback from Soorty, Denimkind. Paddling it fine. Is that going to be taken? It has been taken. Flurry of wickets going down for Jubilee Life Insurance in the last few overs. The idea was right to hit it over the head of that fielder at short fine leg. He just couldn't get the middle of his bat. They have now lost their 8 wickets with just 129 runs on the board. Jubilee Life Insurance with the latest batter, Mohammad Mohsin, coming back. So two left-handers now out there in the middle for Jubilee Life Insurance because Abdul Ahad has just come into bat at number 10. Qabil Khan is again coming around the wicket. Bowls a fuller delivery, but the ball might have been pitched outside the leg stump. Another dot ball, this from the left arm seamer. Nothing is going in the favor of Jubilee Life Insurance in the second half of their innings. In fact, the only thing that went in their favor was the toss because they won the toss. They decided to bat first. But you cannot say that they have put up a decent show with the bat. Slightly shorter. Couldn't get any bat onto it. Another dot ball. What an final over this is turning out to be from Qabil. He was such expensive in his first 3 overs, Qabil Khan. But he has come back well in the final over of the innings. He has got that wicket. Now he's looking dangerous. This time it's going to be a wide down the next side. Another extra run added to the total of Jubilee Life Insurance. They will need all the runs at this stage, no matter how they come, the batting side. They were 70 odd for one after the first 10 overs, and the next 9.4, they could only manage to score 58 runs, and they lost 7 wickets. The fielder at deep square leg is going to cut that one. Another single added to the total. Usman Kaisar will be on strike to face the final ball of the innings. Can Qabil Ahmed pick up another wicket? Can he bowl a pinch perfect Yorker to the left-handed batter? He bowls one. It has been drilled towards that fielder at long gone. They're coming back for the second one as well. There might be a run out at the non-strikers end. There will be, which means just one run is going to be added to the total for Jubilee Life Insurance in the final ball of the innings. And Jubilee Life Insurance have only managed to score 132 for 9 in their allotted 20 overs, which means Soorty Denimkind will be needing 133 runs to win this final of the 58 Challenges Corporate Cup powered by Kalo Cricket. final of the 50th Challengers Corporate Cup, which is being played between Jubilee Life Insurance and Soorty Denimkind. Remember, Jubilee Life Insurance batted first in the first innings. They could only score 132 runs in their allotted 20 overs. Good rising delivery down the leg side. It's going to go and touch the boundary ropes. There were clearly some part of glove behind that. First boundary of the innings coming from the bat of Imran Nawaz. Mohammad Hasnan has taken the new ball from the pavilion, and Imran Nawaz and Anis Ahmed have come out to open the batting for Soorty Denimkind with a target, not a big one today in the final. They just need 133 runs to win. 6 runs have already been scored in this opening over. It's all about wickets for Jubilee Life Insurance. They'll be looking to pick up quick wickets, especially during this batting power play. Slightly wider is going to be given as a wide outside the off stump. They couldn't put up a good show with the bat today, Jubilee Life Insurance, when they scored just 132 runs. Remember, at one stage after the first 10 overs, they were 72 for 1. And in the next 10, they could only score 60 runs for the loss of 8 wickets. So it all went downhill for Jubilee Life Insurance after they got off to a decent start while batting first. Still 2 balls remaining in this opening over from Mohammad Hasnan. He has been put away for a boundary as well by Imran. This time just angling it towards third man. It's going to be another single to the right-hander. Remember, Soorty Denimkind were the table toppers during the league stages. They only lost 1 game out of the 8 that they played. They won comfortably in the semi-final as well against Folio 3. Angling down the leg side again is going to be given as another wide. So 3 wides already in this opening over from Mohammad Hasnan. He has taken a fielder at the first slip position to the new right-hander Anis Ahmed. Defending it nicely. A dot ball to end the over with. But still, Soorty Denimkind have managed to score 10 runs without losing any wicket in the first over of the final. It's going to be a spinner to take the new ball alongside the fast bowler. Akhtar Abbas is going to be bowling the second over from the opposite end. We saw some turn and bounce when Ghayur Mahmood was bowling in the first innings for Soorty Denimkind. Can Akhtar Abbas provided all important breakthrough to his side? Imran Nawaz, on the other hand, is already middling every ball that he's facing so far. Anis Ahmed, on the other hand, is still yet to get off the mark. He has just faced two deliveries so far. He went for that big shot on the onside. The ball goes straight to that fielder at square leg inside the inner ring. A dot ball this. Even Akhtar Abbas has decided to make their fielder at the first slip, waiting for the outside edge of the right-handed batter. Sweeping it away. I don't think he found the middle of his bat. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal whether the bat was involved or is that going to be given as leg byes. It came off the bat, so Anis Ahmed is off the mark as well. Can they also strangle the batting order of Soorty Denimkind just like the way Soorty did in the first innings? So Jubilee life insurance after the first 10 overs. Another big shot attempted, just getting a ticket inside edge. It has been misfielded by the fielder at short fine leg. It's not going to go and touch the boundary rows, but a couple nevertheless to the right hander. So just 4 runs coming in that opening over of Akhtar Abbas, and after two, Soorty Denimkind are now 14 without a wicket. It's going to be Hasnain again to bowl his second over of the innings with the new ball. Slightly shorter, but the ball just bounced in front of that fielder at cover. Anis Ahmed was looking to muscle it away on the offside. Couldn't get the middle of his bat. Tell you what, it was very close to that fielder at cover. Could have easily carried to him as well. But so far, the luck is favouring Soorty Denimkind, the man in blue. Apesh, is that been taken? That has been taken. What a catch this is from Mohammad Hasnain. It's not easy for a fast bowler to take the catches on the follow through. Anis Ahmed just looking to defend that ball. The ball hitting the higher part of the bat. And look at the acrobatics of this from the fast bowler. Running away towards his left, taking the catch from just one hand. And that means Soorty Denimkind have lost their first. Anis Ahmed walking back after scoring just 1 run today. And with his dismissal, Soorty Kings are now 14 for 1. Zohaib Khan is the new batter in. The first ball that hit his face was put away for a boundary there on the offside. Slightly shorter, hitting it up in the air. I think that's going to go all the way for 6. Yes, that has gone over the boundary ropes. What a start this has been from Zohaib Khan. The first ball went for a boundary. The next one went all the way for 6 on the offside. What a start to the innings just from the right-hander. Mohammad Hassan, after picking up a wicket earlier in this over, has been put under the pump in the next 2 balls. He still have 2 balls remaining to finish the over. Fuller angling it down the leg side, played straight to that fielder, and mid-on is going to be another single to Zohaib. Pretty action-packed over this from Mohammad Hassan. We have seen a boundary, a maximum, a very good catch by the bowler himself. He'll be looking to finish the over well now. The fielder at third man has been asked to move outside the inner ring. The ball was angling away down the leg side. That has gone fine, and it's going to touch the boundary ropes as well. Leg by signal by the on-field umpire, but they all count. Soorty, Denimkind, after the end of 3 overs, are now 29 for 1. Akhtar Abbas is continuing now with his second over. It has not been a good start by Jubilee Life Insurance. They have given away 29 runs already. He's appealing for that leg before, but I don't think the finger is going to go up. He was pleading for that dismissal, the left arm orthodox. Could have been a big wicket as well because it was Zohaib Khan on strike. Still just 1 wicket down with 29 runs on the board. Almost 17 overs remaining in the innings of the batting side. They just need 104 runs to win. Almost a runner ball for Soorty, Denimkind, unless and until Jubilee Life Insurance can pick up quick wickets. Three fielders standing inside the inner ring on the outside, and a fielder at short third man. A fielder still standing at the first leg position. Fuller comfortably played on the onside. It's going to be another single to Zohaib. Angling into him, playing it straight back to the bowler. A dot ball this from Akhtar Abbas. He has been much better if you compare the 2 new ball bowlers today for Jubilee Life Insurance. Obviously, Hassan was put away for runs in his first 2 overs. Chance for the fielder. Is that going to be taken? It has been taken. We were mentioning it before that Akhtar Abbas has been much more better bowler as compared to the 2 new ball bowlers that are bowling so far for Soorty, Denimkind. In fact, for Jubilee Life Insurance, and as he has answered the call by picking up a big wicket at this stage. It's Imran Nawaz who will have to walk back to the pavilion after scoring a run of all 10 runs, and with his dismissal, Soorty, Denimkind are now 30 for 2. So 2 wickets have gone down for Soorty, Denimkind. This was exactly what Jubilee Life Insurance were looking for, especially after scoring just 132 runs in the first innings. Both the new ball bowlers have now taken a wicket each. Akhtar Abbas have been much more economical as compared to Mohammad Hasnain. Iqbal Parekh is coming into bat at number 4. Again, this is turning out to be an excellent over from the left arm orthodox. Just one run off it so far and a wicket along with this. Big appeal just on the bowler again, but the ball might have been angling down the leg side. Akhtar Abbas is almost appealing for everything whenever the ball has struck the pads. A single and a wicket coming in the over from the left arm orthodox, which means after 4, Soorty, Denimkind are still 30 for 2. Soorty, Denimkind have managed to score 46 runs in their allotted 6 overs. In fact, the first batting power play during the field restrictions. They lost 2 wickets in the process. Usman Kaisar is still continuing with his second over with Iqbal Parekh on strike now. Slightly short, a hit away towards the fielder at deep cover. It's only going to be a single. They'll be really disappointed today. Jubilee Life Insurance, they couldn't bat to their full capacity. Scored just 132 runs in their allotted 20 overs on a track which I think was a very good batting track. But you got to give credit to the way through the Denimkind bowlers bowl, especially the left arm seamers. Rafiullah, to be specific, slightly short, a big appeal just from the wicketkeeper, but I don't think there was any bat involved. We were witnessing some bounce and turn when Ghayur was bowling, and now even when Usman Kaisar is bowling his leg spinner, he's getting some extra bounce on this track. Slightly shorter, hitting it a bit towards the field and a short extra cover. It's going to be another single to end the over with, which means after 7, Soorty Denimkind are now 49 for 2. 64 for 3 now. Soorty, Denimkind. We are into the 10th over of their innings. Big appeal this from the bowler again, but I don't think the finger is going to be raised. They cannot believe that decision from the on-field umpire. It looked pretty close to the naked eye as well. It was a straighter one. Iqbal was just looking to work it away on the onside. He was beaten by the turn on that ball. But still, the decision went in the favor of the batting side. Similar delivery. This time he got some bat onto it. The ball goes straight to that fielder at deep mid wicket. Another single taken. 10 overs have now been done. Soorty, Denimkind after the end of the 10th over are now 65 for 3. They need 68 more runs to win in the next 10 overs. Usman Kaisar is going to be bowling his 4th over on the trot. He hasn't picked up a wicket so far for Jubilee Life Insurance. Starts off with a short delivery put away on the offside. The ball goes straight to that fielder. A short extra cover. It's not going to be a run. Soorty, Denimkind on the other hand are in a similar position in which Jubilee Life Insurance were in after the first 10 overs. Carved away past that fielder. A short extra cover. It's going to be another single to Iqbal. We all know Jubilee Life Insurance got off to a decent start. They have scored 70 odd runs in the first 10 overs, but they couldn't continue with their momentum in the next 10. Losing 7 quick wickets, scoring just 132 runs in their allotted 20 overs. So this is something that will be on the back of their mind. They know if they can pick up wickets at regular intervals, they can also put that pressure back onto the batting side now in the second innings. Hunain, on the other hand, is a new batsman. He's yet to get off the mark. Exciting contest this is turning out to be between these two sides in the final. Remember, these are the most deserving sides to be playing the final of the 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. Soorty, Denimkind, as we all know, were the table toppers, and Jubilee Life Insurance knocked out Suneri Bank in that semi-final. Fuller in length, he goes straight. Has he connected it well enough? That has gone all the way for 6. It was Fuller in length. It was the first attacking shot which was attempted by Syed Hunain, and that clearly went over long on for a huge 6. That 6 will definitely break the shackles of the batting lineup. Slightly shorter, hit away on the outside, brilliantly fielded. Really good effort this from the fielder at backward of point. He stopped a certain boundary this time. A single, nevertheless, to the left-hander. Iqbal Parikh, on the other hand, is playing a similar knock which Asim Farooq did for Jubilee Life Insurance in the first innings. He got few boundaries early on, then he was taking some time to get settled. Again, chipping it in the air. The ball is going to go straight to that fielder at long off. Hunain was interested in that second one, but Iqbal just sending his partner back at the last moment. So a single to end the over with, which means after 11, Soorty, Denimkind are now 74 for 3. Slide mix up there between the wickets. Tell you what, all it needed was a direct hit at the bowler's end. There was confusion out there between the two batters. There was a chance, an easy chance of a run at the bowler's end. I think the bowler should have been standing behind the stumps to collect that throw. Nevertheless, no major damage done to the batting side. You can still sense some pressure on the batters of Soorty, Denimkind. They know the target is not a big one, but there's still in a chance that the bowling side are going to be back into the game. Raib Razan has now been given the ball to bowl the 12th over of the innings. 59 runs more required, 52 balls remaining. The required run rate is not an issue, but it's all about how many wickets Jubilee Life Insurance can pick up. Another fumble there. Could have been another run out opportunity, this time at the wicket keeper's end if he had gathered the ball and threw it at the wicket keeper's end. Hunain is on strike, so he might come around the wicket to the left-hander. We saw Hunain getting a 6 in that previous over of Usman Kaiser. A fielder is now standing at the first slip. Sohaib is coming around the wicket to Hunain. Just chipping it straight back to the bowler. This game can go either way from here on. 1 or 2 wickets at this stage can put the pressure back onto Soorty Denimkind. Leading edge, and the ball goes just wider of that fielder at first slip. Getting an inside edge, the ball just hitting the pad. This has been an excellent over from Suhaib. Just 2 runs off it. And after 12, Soorty Denimkind are now 76 for 3. They need 57 more runs to win in the next 8 overs. It's the 15th over in progress. They still need 44 more runs to win Soorty Denimkind. As I mentioned earlier, this game can go either way from here on. Because Jubilee Life Insurance are not only they are bowling well, but they are also feeling really well in the outfield. We have seen some really good catches being taken already in the outfield. Jubilee Life Insurance, although they didn't have many runs to play with, they just scored 132 runs in the first innings. But the way they have bowled well, they have constantly put that pressure on the batting lineup by picking up wickets at regular intervals. Ghayur Mahmood and Syed Hunain are on strike at the middle. Remember, Ghayur picked up 2 wickets in the first innings with the ball. Now he has to do some job with the bat. They cannot afford to lose a wicket from here on. Soorty, Denimkind. Just a maximum which has come from the bat of Hunain. He'll be looking to score a few boundaries from here on so that they can break the shackles. Slightly short of that has gone high up in the air. Is that going to be taken? That has been dropped. It was one of the simplest of chances that was coming in the direction of that fielder at short mid wicket. He got underneath that one. Still just couldn't hold on to it. That would have been a big wicket at this stage because Hunain was looking settled out there, but now he has been given a life as well. Will this turn out to be the turning point of today's game? Akhtar Abbas has bowled his heart out today. Just 12 runs he has conceded. He's into his 4th over. Could have picked up his 2nd wicket of the spell as well, but the catch was put down. Fast bowlers bowled really well in the first innings where Soorty Denimkind were bowling, but now it's all about the spinners of Jubilee Life Insurance. Only they can bring their side back into this game. Meanwhile, after 15 overs, Soorty Denimkind are 92 for 4. They still need 41 more runs to win in the next 5 overs. It's going to be Rohit Rizwan to continue with his 3rd over. Put away on the offside by Ghayur Mahmood. They have ran the first one hard. They will come back for that 2nd one easily in the end. Slightly Fuller getting an inside edge, and he was so lucky that the ball didn't chop onto his stumps. Ghayur will be looking to go after the off spinner in this over. On the other hand, Sohaib Rizwan, if he can manage to pick up a wicket at this stage, a pickup shot, is that going to be taken by long on? It has been taken. We saw a catch being put down in the previous over when Hunain was batting, but now Sohaib Rizwan has picked up the wicket of Ghayur Mahmood. Is there another twist in the tail? We are witnessing another comeback now for Jubilee Life Insurance because they have now picked up the fifth wicket of Soorty Denimkind with 94 runs on the board, and the latest batter to be dismissed is Ghayur. Naveed Ahmed is Naveed Ahmed is the new batter when coming into bat at number 7 because Soorty Denimkind have now lost 5 of their wickets and they still need 39 more runs to win. Naveed Ahmed bowled really well in the first innings with the new ball. He picked up a wicket, that too of Ibad Anis, the leading run scorer in this tournament. It's getting a little tight as we expected. Another play and a miss. We were mentioning it before that this over can turn out to be the difference in today's game. Ghayur was obviously looking to go big in the over of the off spinner, but he lost his wicket. Both the batters are now having a word in the middle. Hunain must be asking Naveed to just play out this ball so that he can be at the strike at the start of next over. Big shot attempted just wider of the bowler himself, but there's only going to be a single though towards long off, which means Naveed is going to get up the mark and he'll be at the strike for the start of next over. And after 16, Soorty Denimkind are 95 for 5, needing 38 more runs to win in the last 4 overs. Time for some pace again because Hasnan has now been given the ball. He picked up the first wicket to fall in his second over, but he was a touch expensive. Gave away 21 runs when he was bowling his first 2 overs during the batting power play. Can he fire in those Yorkers at this stage of the game? Remember, the opposition still need 38 more runs to win in the final 4 overs A big shot attempted on the onside. Chance for the fielder. Dropped it. How many catches have we seen being put down by the Jubilee Life Insurance fielders? At least 2 in the last 3 overs. First, we saw Hunan being given alive at short mid wicket. Now, a fielder at deep mid wicket has dropped a chance. Could have been all over for Soorty Denimkind if all the chances have been taken by the Jubilee Life Insurance fielders. It's their game to win. If they can hold on to those catches in the outfield. Hasnain should consider himself very unlucky there. It was one of the simplest of chances that were put down. This is the first time Soorty Denimkind had been put under extreme pressure in this tournament. Remember, they were the table toppers. They lost just 1 game out of the 8 that they played. Total different story altogether here in this final of 58 Challengers Corporate Cup, where Jubilee Life Insurance are putting all of their effort to win this game. A big shot attempted on the offside this time. It's going to land safely. In fact, they're coming back for the 3rd run as well. So he saw a catch being put down in the previous ball. This time he hit it up and over that fielder, a short extra cover, and got himself 3 runs. 100 now comes up for Soorty Denimkind. They just need 33 more runs to win. They've got 22 balls to do so, and 5 wickets still intact. He's still going to come over the wicket. Hasnain to the left-hander, Hunan. Ibad just adjusting his field. The 3rd man has been asked to come inside the inner ring. Long on and long off, both standing at the boundary ropes. There is a fielder at square leg. Fine leg is also inside the inner ring. Slightest of appeal, but I think the ball was pitching down the leg side. It has been given as leg byes, but they all count. Who would have thought Jubilee Life Insurance, after being restricted for just 132 runs in the first innings, will make a match out of it? And if they could have hold on to their chances, Soorty Denimkind would have been in even dire situation. Hitting it straight down towards long off. Again, he has hit that one hard. They ran the first one hard. They're coming back for the 2nd run. The ball has hit the batter at the non-striker's end, and they're coming back for the 3rd run as well. The bowler is asking the on-field umpire, but I don't think it was deliberate from the batter. It will not go down as obstructing the field. So 3 more runs added to the total of the batting side. $29 more required. 20 balls remaining. All Jubilee Life Insurance need at this stage is a wicket. And if they can get 2, it will be a bonus for the bowling side. Another single taken by Hunan towards square leg. They need wickets at this stage, Jubilee Life Insurance. Although Naveed hasn't collected any boundaries so far in his innings, but he's still striking the ball well, hitting the middle of his bat, getting quick fire runs, which is exactly the need of the hour for Denimkind at this stage. He just have 1 ball remaining in this over. Mohammad Hasnain, can he pick up a wicket? Another big shot attempted on the offside. I don't think he's going to carry to that fielder. They are coming back for the 2nd one as well. Although the throw was at the wicket keeper's end. But Naveed just got there in time. Really good over comes to an end for the batting side. After 7, they are 107 for 5, needing just 26 runs to win in the last 3 overs. It's going to be Zohaib Rizwan to bowl his final over of the game. Remember, he has just gone for 12 runs. He has also picked up a wicket in this final so far. He's coming around the wicket first up to Hunain, the left-hander. Slightly shorter, pulled away nicely. Is that going to be taken or is it going to go over his head? That has gone over the head of Long Gone. Crucial hit this from the left-hander. It's his second maximum of the game, Hunain. And surely this will be the most important one. It was slightly shorter from Zohaib. Not a good delivery, especially when you are bowling at this situation of the game. Syed Hunain just rocked back onto the back foot, although it was a difficult stroke to play because he was looking to clear that field and at long gone, still managed to hit it over his head. So the equation now gets simpler for Soorty. Denimkind, they just need 20 more runs to win. They've got 17 balls to do so. Opening the face of the bat, it's going to be another single down towards short third man. He's playing a gem of an orchid today, Syed Hunain. 22 of just 15 deliveries, 2 maximums in his innings so far. And he's not done yet. He'll be looking to stay out there till the end for his side so that they can win this final and then lift the trophy. Big shot attempted downtown. That has gone all the way for 6 again. This will surely seal the deal now for the batting side. And now Jubilee Life Insurance will realize how important those catches were which they put down in the previous few overs. Just 13 more runs to win for Soorty. Denimkind. They've got 15 balls to do, so the required run rate is now under a run a ball. Through the offside, wider of that fielder at long off. If they ran hard, they might come back for the second one as well, which they are. The throw is at the bowler's end, but Hunain gets there. Looks like we know who the champions are going to be of the 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. Soorty, Denimkind, although they were in a slide of bother when they lost quick wickets during the middle stages of the innings, but again, this partnership between Naveed and Hunain is turning out to be a difference. Similar stroke attempted on the offside. It's not going to go all the way for 4. A missed field is going to allow another couple. Fielding has clearly let Jubilee Insurance down in today's game. Especially in the last few overs, we saw at least 2 catches being put down, few runs being given on the missed field, run out opportunities being missed. In the final, if you're going to give that much opportunity to a side who has been on top of their game, you're asking for trouble. This time he couldn't find the gap. The ball went straight to that fielder at short extra cover. But an expensive over comes to an end from Zohaib. He gave 17 runs in it. After 18, Soorty Denimkind at 124 for 5, needing just 9 more runs to win. It's going to be Mohammad Mohsin to bowl his final over of the game. He has picked up 2 wickets already. Another big shot attempted down the ground. And another catch has been put down. It might have struck the face of that fielder at long gone. But still it will go down as a chance. This will go down as the 3rd chance being given to the batters in the last few overs. There might be a pause because the fielder down there at long on might have got hurt with the ball hitting his face. Back live. Mohammad Mohsin is continuing with his final over of the innings. Hunain is on strike. Gently plays it towards short. Third man picks up another single. Strike comes back to Naveed Ahmed. Just 6 more runs now required by Soorty Denimkind. This has been a commendable performance by the men in blue. They were clinical with the ball in the first inning, restricting the opposition for just 132, and now they have been really well performing with the bat. Naveed Ahmed is on strike. He can finish it off with a big 6 as well, because just 6 more runs now required. Plays it finer. It's only going to be a single towards short third man, which means Hunain gets the strike again. Can he finish it off? Hunain, the left-hander. He has already hit 2 maximum so far. Will he go for another one? Wow, it was a play and a miss. He was attempting another big stroke. This time the ball just angling into him. And it was also missed by the wicket keeper. They got an extra run nevertheless. Just a boundary required by Soorty Denimkind to lift the trophy of the 50th Challengers Corporate Cup powered by Kano Cricket. Hitting it straight down the.
Hello. Check this one.
It's time for the post-match presentation ceremony of this final of Intellectual Solutions present 58 Challengers Corporate Cup, which was played between Soorty, Denimkind and Jubilee Life Insurance. It was one exciting contest in the final. In the end, Soorty, Denimkind being the deserving winner. So a huge round of applause for the winning side. I would like to invite chief guest of today's game, Mr. Mutahid, the production head of Soorty, Denimkind, and Mr. Usman Kaisar, the head of marketing department of Jubilee Life Insurance. If both of you gentlemen can come here and stand with. Assalamu alaikum. Mujahid, if you can come and stand here with us. Remember, 8 sides were participating in this tournament. It all came down to 4 sides that played in the semi-final, and the 2 very well-balanced sides, Jubilee Life Insurance and Soorty Denimkind, contested the final. And we saw Soorty Denimkind chasing down a target of 133 runs in the end. He'll be coming to the prize distribution ceremony. First up, the match officials, the 2 on-field umpires, Mr. Bashir Abbasi and Junaid Afzal, if they can come forward and collect their awards. Mr. Mutahir, if you can give the award to the on-field umpires. The next award is for the official score, and it goes to Imran Ashraf. If you can come and collect your award from Mr. Mujahid. An extra award is for our groundman, Mr. Javed. If you can come and collect your award as well. Javed bhai. Again, Mr. Mujahid is going to be handing out your award. Coming back to the big prizes, obviously the first award is for the man of the match, the man of the final today here. And it goes to Naveed Ahmed for his brilliant all-round performances. Mr. Mutahir fittingly is going to be handing him the man of the match award for the final. The next award is for the best batter of the game, and I think no surprise is Ibad Anis. Best batsman of the tournament, Ibad Anis, for scoring 300 more runs of Jubilee Life Insurance. Again, Mr. Mutahir is going to be giving you an award. The next award is for the best bowler of the tournament. It goes to Muhammad Ehsan Hurani for picking up 15 wickets of Folio 3. Obviously, Folio 3 couldn't qualify for the final, but good performance nevertheless. The next award is the big award, the player of the tournament, and for his all-round performances by picking up 13 wickets and scoring over 200 runs, it goes to Ghayur Ahmed of Soorty Denimkind. गयूर भाई अगर आप 2 मिनट यहाँ पे एक घर ही जाएगा कोई मसला नहीं. गयूर भाई ऑलराउंड परफॉर्मेंस मैंने देखा. एक गयूर भाई 13 विकेटें ली हैं आपने, 200 से ज्यादा रन बनाए. आज भी हमने देखा 2 विकेट्स आपने ली और एट दी एंड तक खड़े नहीं रह सके, लेकिन मिडिल में जब रन चाहिए था आपने आज भी स्कोर किए.
सर ये सारा कप्तान का क्रेडिट है और आसिम भाई हमारे सपोर्ट करते रहते हैं, बताते रहते हैं कि ऐसे बैटिंग करनी है, इस कंडीशन में करनी है. बाकी अल्लाह का शुक्र है, अल्लाह ने इज्जत दी और मैंने अब दूसरी दी.
एक मुश्किल वक्त में आप बॉलिंग करने आए थे जब अपोजिशन के 10 ओवर में 72-73 रन थे, सिर्फ एक ही आउट थे. उसके बाद से सिर्फ वो 60 रन बना सके. क्रेडिट आपको भी जाता है जो आपने बीच में आके 2 विकेटें ली.
इकबाल भाई ने बहुत गाइड किया कीपिंग से कि लाइन टू लाइन बॉल करना है, मारने दें, अवे करें बॉलें. उसकी वजह से विकेटें भी मिली, जगह पे गेंद की, इसकी वजह से मुझे कामयाबी मिली.
गयूर भाई बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो इंशाल्लाह. Now it's the time for the runners-up captain. If you can come here and collect your runners-up trophy, the Jubilee Life Insurance captain. I think Mr. Ibad Anis is the captain of Jubilee Life Insurance. The runners-up of the 58 Challenges Corporate Cup. Thank you. Ibad bhai, aapka bhi. Ibad bhai, I know you were a little disappointed. You wanted to win the final, but you made a match out of it. I mean, at one stage, 132 runs were obviously not enough that to win a final, but still, you took it down till the 19th over, which I think hats off for you.
सबसे पहले बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. Hats off to my team. Actually, we were down and out. After 4 matches, we didn't win a match against any of the side. But Alhamdulillah, we came back. This was the team. These are the players. These are the champions. These are my Tigers. Alhamdulillah, we played very well. And then after 4 matches, we outclassed each and every team. Then semi-final, Sunari was a very big team. But Alhamdulillah, we played well. We got them on 100 runs only and scored 9.7 overs only. Today's match, what should I say? It was the difference was the fielding. To be very honest, Soorty fielded very well, and we fielded as we did always. So, Alhamdulillah, these are my team, and Alhamdulillah.
Allah ke baad bhai. All the best for the next tournaments. And now the winners captain of the Soorty Denimkind. If you can come here and collect your trophy. इमरान भाई बहुत खुशी हो रही होगी आज फाइनल वो करके. आप टेबल टॉपर से 8 में से 7 मैचेस भी जीते हुए थे और इसी ऑपोजिशन को आपने लीग स्टेज में भी हराया था और सेमीफाइनल में भी बहुत परफॉर्मेंस दी थी. थोड़ा बहुत नर्वस हुए थे जब बीच में कुछ विकेटें ज़्यादा गिर गई थी और रिक्वायर्ड रन रेट बढ़ रहा था?
नहीं अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मुझे बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस है, मेरा टैलेंट है, मेरे तकरीबन 10वें तक बैटिंग है माशाल्लाह. वो हैंड हिटर्स हैं और वो अभी फॉर्म में नहीं थे तो लेकिन उनको लिट किया. लेकिन माशाल्लाह सारा टीम एफर्ट है. पूरे टूर्नामेंट में हम लोगों ने ना माशाल्लाह एक सुनहरी बैंक से सिर्फ हम लोग मैच हारे थे, बाकी आउटस्टैंडिंग सबको मैच में हमने विन किया है. ये सारा टीम एफर्ट है, हमारी मैनेजमेंट का एफर्ट है, हमारी जो कंपनी ने हमें रिलैक्स दिया हुआ है सैटरडे ऑफ का हाफ डे का. ये हमारे कुछ सीनियर प्लेयर हैं, इमरान, आसिम भाई, इकबाल भाई, जिन्होंने टीम से एफर्ट कर रहे होते हैं, ऑनर से एफर्ट कर रहे होते हैं, जो हमें रिलैक्सेशन मिल रहा है. सही. बाकी हमारी ये वर्कर लेवल भी नहीं खेल रहा, अभी मैनेजमेंट खेल रही है. इंशाल्लाह वर्कर खेलेगा तो और क्या होगा फिर इंशाल्लाह, अल्लाह ने चाहा.
You lost the toss today. You were put into ball first. We have already seen that chasing down a target in a final turned out to be really difficult, and there was a bit of time when you lost 2 or 3 wickets early, but you restrict the opposition on 132. Was this on your mind when you were bowling first?
No, it's not in my mind to restrict. I have targeted 150 or 160. We can chase easily. We have chases big teams. We have chases 180, 190 in easy 2-8 wickets win. तो कोई मसला नहीं है. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारी बैटिंग इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग है कि हमें कॉन्फिडेंस होता है कि इंशाल्लाह चेज हो या फर्स्ट बैटिंग हो तो हमें कोई इशू नहीं होता. इंशाल्लाह बस ऑन द डे क्लिक करना होता है और माशाल्लाह आज लड़कों ने क्लिक किया. और मैं थैंक्स करूंगा जुबली इंश्योरेंस को भी. उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी फाइट की, बहुत एंड तक मैच लड़े. इनके लिए वेल एफर्ट किया. इन्होंने फील्डिंग में भी बहुत स्पोर्ट्समैन स्पिरिट दिखाई. बहुत मजा आया है.
All the best, sir. You are the deserving champions of the 58 Challengers Trophy. You are going to be handed your trophy now, the winners' trophy of the 58 Challengers Corporate Cup. If the team can also come here and stand with the champions.